Stars and stripes forever. USA, USA, USA. That's right. This WrestleMania made you proud to be an American. Um, WrestleMania VII is widely regarded as, well, in my opinion, it's one of the most underrated WrestleManias in history of WWE. So, it's from the Los Angeles Sports Arena in beautiful Los Angeles, California. 16,000 plus people in attendance. And it is a jam-packed show. I mean, aside from the tournament, this one was pretty solid. Aside from the tournament at WrestleMania 4, this one is pretty solid with a lot of great matches on it. All right, so you kick off the show with what is it? The Barbarian and Haku with Bobby Heenan against the Rockers. You know, this match was a very good, very great opener to get the crowd going. The Rockers do their thing with their high-flying maneuvers while concentrating well with the powerhouses like Haku and the Barbarian. The Rockers get the win with the high-flying crossbody off the top rope. And it is pretty inevitable that Shawn Michaels is going to be a hot commodity in the near future for the WWF. So there you go. Now we got the Texas Tornado, aka Kerry Von Erich, against Dino Bravo. What a surprise! It's a pretty mediocre match. It's not given enough time, like most Mania matches are. It's not given enough time, nor does it provide enough energy to matter in the end. Dino Bravo is a solid technician, and as crazy as he was, Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich, was fabulous, and it's so disappointing that he ended up committing suicide. He was a great wrestler. Texas Tornado wins with the Tornado Punch. And, yeah, it just sucks that both of these guys apparently died pretty much 2 years after this event took place. It sucks. All right, now we get the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, with his dog, Matilda, against the Warlord with his manager, Slick. Pretty decent pop for Davey. Average as far as the match goes. But it had some decent stuff in it to make it watchable. I'm not too big on these, like, powerhouse match. Oh, actually, I kind of am. What am I saying? Yeah, it's just your average match. Big guy against big guy. What more can I say? Bulldog wins with the running power slam. All right, next up we got the Nasty Boys and Jimmy Hart against the Hart Foundation. A big pop for the Hart Foundation. Tremendous tag team bout in every way. Definitely one of the most underrated matches as far as tag bouts are concerned at WrestleMania. The Anvil's antics are pretty entertaining with the styles of both teams mashed well together. However, the Nasty Boys win the championship, win the tag titles, when they attack Anvil with the megaphone, with Jimmy Hart's megaphone, and let's just say the crowd was not happy. The crowd was not happy. Now we get to very bad match. Rick Martel versus Jake the Snake Roberts in a blindfold match. Not seeing is not believing, as one would have to be pretty gullible to think these guys couldn't find each other in the ring. Still, the match is worth watching as Roberts gets his long-awaited revenge against the model Rick Martel. Next up, we get the debut of The Undertaker, the very first WrestleMania appearance for the Dead Man. The Undertaker with Paul Bearer against Superfly, Jimmy Snuka. The Undertaker was a pretty scary force, a scary force back in the day. he got a pretty surprising face pop for this one too. But it was pretty much a squash match. The only noteworthy because it marked the very first ever WrestleMania match for The Undertaker. We all know where that's led. Taker dominates and wins with the tombstone. Super, super, super fly. Better look next time. Now we get the loser must retire match. The loser must retire match. Ultimate Warrior versus Randy Savage with Queen Sensational Scary Sherry. This match is truly a classic. Is an absolute classic. If I had to pick, this would definitely be my favorite Ultimate Warrior match. The Fiery Savage gets the most out of Warrior's limited arsenal of moves as they steal the show out from under Hulk Hogan, which is kind of surprising. Actually, not really, because it's been done multiple times. But as expected, the Ultimate Warrior eventually sends his arch nemesis into forced retirement, temporary retirement, after surviving several of Savage's flying elbow smashes. But this match is probably most known for the reuniting and the emotion involved at the end with Randy Savage reuniting with Miss Elizabeth. It was perfectly booked, excellent drama, and I couldn't think of a better ending. Warrior wins, and honestly, I think this could have main evented, to be honest with you. Yeah, Savage and Elizabeth reunite, and this easily could have been a main event quality match. All right, now we get another Demolition match. Whoopee. Demolition versus Tenryu and Kyoto. Japanese combo. Easily. Oh, hold on. Oh, how about that? The Japanese combo of Tenryu and Kyoto won against the Demolition, former tag team champions. But this was a dull match. The crowd was dead for this match, and I really don't blame them because, yeah, after seeing that classic like we just saw, I don't blame them for being absolutely dead. But Demolition loses in their final WrestleMania appearance as a tag team. Thank God. All right, now we got the Intercontinental title match with Bobby the Brain. Bobby the Brain. What? Hold on. Mr. Perfect with Bobby the Brain Heenan against the Big Boss Man. Now, the build-up for this one is actually pretty hilarious. I mean, you got Bobby the Brain Heenan, who's on commentary, and he's pretty much bad-mouthing Big Boss Man's mama. Pretty much bad-mouthing his mom. It was great. This is actually featured in the Legends of WrestleMania video game. Hopefully, you guys check that out. So, yeah, Boss Man has some surprising agile quickness. Makes for a credible threat to the also deceased Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig's title, but still only manages to get a disqualification victory. Andre the Giant makes one of his very last cameo appearances on WWF television, coming to the Boss Man's aid and helps. I don't know if he really helps, but he gets. Yeah, Bossman wins by disqualification when Haku and the Barbarian interfere, but yeah, it's pretty much a big pop for Andre's return. That's pretty much the only thing this match is memorable for. Now we get Power and Glory, who is Paul Roma and Hercules with Slick against the LOD. Now there you go, LOD. The Legion of Doom, Road Warrior Hawk, and Road Warrior Animal. Yeah, this match was bad. This match was bad. It was long. It wasn't that. No, it wasn't long. It was short. It was 59 seconds. It was less than a minute. LOD wins with their flying clothesline. Nothing too special. They're a solid tag team, but they're alleged politicking. Yeah, it's the Road Warriors win. No surprise. Now we get Virgil with Rowdy Piper in his corner against the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. Nothing too special as Virgil comes away with a countout victory over the devious Ted DiBiase. Virgil and Rowdy, however, share some solid chemistry in the post-match get-up pep talk that Virgil gives a fallen Piper. Meanwhile, uh, it's pretty much it is what it is. Now we got the Mountie, Jacques Rougeau against Tito Santana. This match was bad. It was bad. It was quick. It was a minute and 21 seconds. It was not good. Not good at all. Yeah, it was just bad. The Mountie wins. Nothing else to see there. Now we get to the main event. The World Championship. Hulk Hogan versus Sergeant Slaughter. You got Hulk Hogan representing the USA. Sergeant Slaughter representing Iraq in the in the Cold War aspect to it. Much better than I expected when I first saw it. It was bloody and battered. Hogan finally triumphs against the turncoat Slaughter to win the WWF title for a third consecutive time. The show ends with another Hogan post-victory pose down once again. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is WrestleMania VII. Overall, I thought this WrestleMania is very solid. Definitely one of the most underrated WrestleManias of all time. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I definitely believe that this is one of the most underrated WrestleManias. And one of my personal favorites, too. Best match of the night, hands down, is the Hogan... not Hogan. I would say the best match of the night would be Warrior versus Savage. And my least favorite match would definitely have to be LOD versus Power and Glory. So that is WrestleMania 7. Coming up next, WrestleMania 8.